can get this. I think it's the first round amateur match underway between Claude and Craig. John's just popped to the bar. Kevin's come along, just as we suggested he would do. I hope you've been professional. Well, Kev, in short, we were in a kind of strange way, weren't we? It was fun, at least. So, Claude with the break. Claude obviously sunk the black on the break. Sorry about there's no chance of him doing it then with that rack he's given himself. But he has got a red off the break. And not what you'd call a great chance, but something nevertheless. My co-commentator, as well as John, will be the old talking phone. Doesn't actually like being referred to as a phone. Seems to think he's got a soul. I'm not sure. I think he's a phone.
I'm not a phone, you lanky fool.
That wasn't uncalled for. Stupid phone.
Any players wanting to enter the World Championships, direct entry, Andy McDonald is walking around the room with an iPad already if you want to fill in the registration. Policies, they're going fast, so anyone who hasn't entered, it'll be a good time to get your name in. So Andy's walking around if you want to catch him.
You heard it here first. I was really happy actually to see that the IPA World Championships had already been filled, and they've extended the entries now to 196. Takes some filling, that does, you know. Fantastic shot from Claude, he'll be happy with that. And it's something of a magical finish from the Frenchman in this first round. He'll be very happy indeed to take off a finish such as that in his first appearance on the stream. Boom shakalaka. So Craig with the break in the second frame, and he's got a ball and he'll want a breaking dish just like Claude did. Not a good feeling when your opponent goes on and break dishes you with the filthy in the first frame.
Good clearance, Dan.
It was a bit sickening really. Vive la révolution.
Never really seen much of Claude, to be fair, but I know he's good friends with Christophe Lambert, so I expect him to be able to play.
Well, he can do that alright, yeah. Gonna plant as his first shot in the match, and one that he failed to get, which will leave him in something of a negative footing, you'd think, for the rest of this frame until he gets a chance to settle.
Yes, it's not the best of starts, is it? Especially when Claude broke and dished the first frame.
These French lads are in tournaments week in, week out, and they're just able to settle so much faster than some of the lesser experienced English lads. They always play to their potential, and that's why you see Christophe progressing through so many tournaments all the time.
Yeah, he has done for many years as well. He lives for the game, that's for sure. Never anything erratic either from the French boys.
Just their films.
Very good, Dan, very good. My French ain't the best, so you'll have to slow down.
My French is actually feels like it's degrading. I don't have as many French accounts at work as I used to. That little flick on the red has helped him out there.
Yeah, he's on the one in the middle.
He was nearly behind it though, wasn't he?
Yeah.
If I look on the camera, second camera, you can see that he can just get through to it.
Quite comfortably, actually. Yeah. Looks a lot tighter on the other shot. Yeah. Ooh, bit short of pace here. Might be able to cut that back, but it's the white's going to be travelling.
Thinner than a sparrow's eyelash, as the late Sid Waddell would say.
Very good. What a legend that man was, should I say.
I'd like to say that I took influence from him, but he's good and I'm shite, so...
There is a bit of a difference, to be fair.
What time is it? Oh no, we're miles before the watershed. Sorry, Adrian. Any complaints, send the bill to me. I'll pay it just as soon as pool paint makes me a millionaire.
Yes. And I'll help you out with that.
Thank you.
No worries. Do we have a live feedback on the commentating?
I mean, like a chat thing.
Yeah, like a chat room.
We do. We have got. I think there is a chat room set up that they can use, but I don't really check it. We have a administrative program called MISC, which looks after the chat and lets me boot people and ban people and kick people and interact. That's the main thing. Yeah.
Cheer them up, spit them out.
There we go.
Yeah.
And I just don't really find time to do it at the minute, so I haven't logged in. I kind of just think, oh, get on with it. It's nice when it's up and running now because it is good to have a bit of banter. But
Yeah.
I do encourage people to go to the Facebook page and be nice to us. I mean, criticise us as best you can.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, though, I can delete your comments, so there's not really much point in being horrible because I just delete it. It's just
Nothing wrong with constructive criticism, though, Dan.
well, yeah, there is. I don't. Quite frankly, they can
Yeah.
come and do it themselves if they want to.
Either praise us or don't bother.
That's exactly right. I'm just going to tag Claude in the post. It's counterproductive when I tag people in this because it just costs me more money. I wonder where we're up to in the account. I better just check that because it'll just be my luck. It'll cut out just as the whole of France logs in to watch Claude. Oh, the bloody English.
They do have a big following when they come to these events. As did Sandili when he came all the way from South Africa.
Yeah, do you know that we had a problem with that though, because a lot of South African credit cards or banking cards can't make international payments. So when we tried to put Sandile on to get loads of people from South Africa, like about 2 signed up, and it was like, oh, where's the 4.3 million people in South Africa that are watching you? And they can't watch the stream, which was saddening.
Oh, that's a shame.
He was brilliant as well.
Yeah.
That kid's good to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, very. I can remember watching a game with Sheppy up in Glasgow when they had the black ball shootout. Seemed to go on for an hour. They just kept smashing that black in.
Yeah, it was a bit. This is going to sound wrong because I love Sheppy to bits, but it was a bit sad that Sheppy won that because you want players to enjoy their experience, and yes, the best player should always win. Don't get me wrong, but it would have been nice to see Sandile have a good moment there. You know what I mean? A nice thing for him to remember because it's some effort for him to come over all this way every tour. Apart from this one.
Yeah, this is the only one he's missed.
Yeah.
Out of the 5, which I think's an incredible effort, really.
Ridiculous.
I hear that there's going to be hopefully a couple more of them travel over next year.
There's supposed to be up to 5 of them. We've already. This is some of the great news we've had this weekend about the tour. We've already had. I think it's 35 new entrants from people who've never played on the tour before, which is so encouraging for next year.
Which is what we all of us want who are involved with the IPA.
Who's the random bloke walking across the arena?
I don't know. Is that? It's not the referee, is it? No. Mal don't move from the top desk.
Oh, that was controversial. I don't know if Craig's playing for time here, just trying to make sure he doesn't leave him some way of developing that yellow at the bottom of the table. Claude just makes sure that he tells
he's dinking in behind us.
Yeah. Brave to play it off. Played it
Brave or
fantastic.
clever.
Yeah,
Maybe a bit of both.
Just look at the replay of that. I mean, that was
That's a fantastic shot.
That's only a couple of mil off dropping in, isn't it?
I tell you what, that was good weight.
And Craig, unfortunately,
He didn't really give that much thought.
I don't know how much he had to play with.
No.
He's got very little angle there, but it might have been a better option to jack up with left hand side and try and come down the line of the 3 balls on the right hand side of the table.
Yeah. Yeah, at least give it a bit more thought. He seemed to just queue up in the air, smack, and that was it. But each to their own. He's probably a bit frustrated at the minute.
It is only 1-0 still though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Bit too early to give up.
Precisely.
Oh, he's only gone and cut it all the way in.
In fairness, watching that back on the little screen here, that was like Zebedee going down that cushion. Bounce, 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 bounce.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a poor shot.
Saying that, probably a bit unfair there, Dan. I think he only overhit it by 5 foot. So.
And he'll be he'll be actually relieved that he's actually got a shot at it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what he's
Cutting it back.
Yeah.
The harder shot for me, but yeah. I thought. Yeah.
That's a better decision.
Yeah, well played. Oh, Craig really needs to get this frame on the board. Might settle him down a bit. Because he can pot a ball, Craig.
Yeah. Well, no doubt about it. And he's good to watch as well. We had him on the stream last time, and he was a good player to watch. Just you can tell he knows himself. It takes a couple of frames for him to settle down into a match.
Yeah, he always seems edgy.
That's it.
And then once he's got that 1 or 2 frames on the board, he settles into it very nicely.
I think that's the thing is his cue action suffers when he's under a little bit of scrutiny, like in this situation here.
Yeah.
So he's not. He's actually just driving the cube, not driving it through the white, but just pushing it through the white, and it's not getting the same momentum. He's not accelerating through the cue ball.
Well, like with that shot, he's actually under it but I think he's landed perfect. I think he's just got to follow it through. Just like that. Just like that. Like Tommy Cooper.
Quite often on a situation like this here, he's going to just drop this in. But if I'm feeling a bit underconfident, if I'm feeling a bit, like I'm struggling to cue the ball correctly in a match, then something like that, I'd screw it off the side cushion just to get my arm going, just to settle down. And
it's not.
Did you see the kick he had there?
That was huge. Luckily, it didn't make a difference.
Just watch, see the white, the way the white came off the black was. I'd have been relieved to see it drop, that's for sure.
Makes it 1-1. Just what Craig needed. It's like you can see the relief drain from his face.
Yeah.
He's absolutely hammered that break. He's managed to pop 1 of each. But if the red towards the top right goes past the yellow, I think he cuts the reds.
Yeah, just the reds mean that he's going to be left with a simple black, doesn't it?
Yeah, and just have a look. Yeah, it does go. Tell from that angle. Does slide past.
Situations like this, you really do want to plan your route and play. There's quite a habit of amateur players to try and just play into an area on a particular putt. You don't see that.
Yeah, I think he's going between the reds. I'd have gone between the reds and then took the red near the black into the corner. I think that was better.
Yeah.
Less danger of pushing the red. A bit safe, but it's not too bad, but could have been better.
Yeah, looking at the angle he's got on the red on camera too, it's pretty straight by the looks of it.
Yeah.
He's going to just try and dink it round the black. This will be a nice shot, and it won't leave him on either of those two reds to the middle bag.
Just left that short.
The white hit the cushion, so that's okay.
Yep. I think Craig can cut that yellow back past the red into the corner. Craig's taking his time. If he doesn't play the correct shot here, it could cost him the frame.
Not sure whether or not you can. That's what he's looking at now. Whether he can get to the angle to cut the yellow back past the red.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely tight, but if he can't do it, then he's not good. He can't play that shot because he'll just leave it.
He's got a shot to the bottom left bag. If he can't do it now, then he doesn't need to do it now.
Then what's causing him problems, then reds could plant into the middle, so it's not like he can just roll onto the yellow. Because he'll leave the plant on them. It's hard to tell from here, but he's had a look. Has he been lucky? Wow, I didn't see that one.
Craig, I am going to edit that and put it on your wall later.
Yeah.
I'm not. It will take me ages, really. But a nice thought.
So left him here. Is it a long plant? It does go. Yeah, he's played that well.
Yeah, it didn't drop, but it looked dead set all the way.
Well, Craig's in a bit of trouble here. While that pocket was open, he had half a chance, but now that's completely covered.
He's just looking at whether he slices the yellow in, cannons into the reds, and develops the two. That opens the pocket up, but it's difficult. This is. There's never really much of a chance of that coming off.
No, not really. And he had to hit that a lot harder than what he did. I mean, at least he's tried it rather than... I don't know, he's tried something there, hasn't he? Even if it didn't work out. I think he's going to try and come into the back of the yellow. Not hard enough. Unfortunately, that's not hard enough. I think what Claude will do now is hit the right hand side of the red on the top rail. He could even try and plant that. Can you see enough of this to plant it?
I can't really get down the line of it, but I would assume that he can't. If he's going to just flick off it and into the other two, got to make sure he leaves himself a shot afterwards.
He's done the shot off that I suggested.
No.
It goes into the middle.
It's useful, isn't it, when I'm running around with that camera? You can find angles out on all sorts.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's a bad miss.
Christoph is in the commentary box with us. He's suggesting that that's turned.
The legend Christophe Lambert.
Is he Elvis?
Pardon?
Elvis. The French Elvis.
Yeah.
Oh mon Dieu.
As long as he doesn't start gyrating his hip while he's standing next to me, we'll be alright.
It just puts us to shame.
Yeah. Speak for yourself.
Just looking at some of the Facebook comments and posts that are going about. You'll notice that I have got dark coloured socks on, and I am of northern origin. It's mythological. It's truth.
To be honest, Dan, I ain't got a clue what you've just said. What is that about?
Well, I am close to. I won't mention him just in case he likes to remain relatively anonymous. But I am sat close to somebody who was quite formative of my opinions in my early days as a forum user on UK 8 Ball, a site that I came across, which has subsequently been think of a diplomatic word now, ruined. No. No, that's not fair. But it's not the same community it used to be. We had a real good group of people who used to post a lot on the forums on Q-Club and UK 8 Ball, and it carried on for a long time, and then it just kind of, unfortunately, it didn't seem to carry on. Well, it hasn't done for me anyway, more recently. But it's Professor Poole himself, Nick Hammond. It's nice to put a face to the name after, or to the real name.
Yeah.
After a number of years. Of what's probably best described as blunt critique. So yeah, and another a man whose Facebook status he just commented on, another man who I met recently down at the Jersey Festival. Good effort from Claude, but he was always asking a lot of that, really. Craig's done well to get himself back into this. I think that's a re-rack.
It is a re-rack. I think that's a 9 ball, isn't it?
Oh, what?
It's a 9 ball re-rack. No?
Is it?
Yeah. I do believe.
Yeah, they've decided it's a re-rack.
Yeah.
And obviously with Claude putting balls in the pocket, well, they must.
Yeah, you lag to see your brakes for a re-rack.
This is strange. It's like deja vu. For those of you who are French and don't know what that means, that was awful, wasn't it?
Good film, though.
I think in French they call it already seen.
Yeah, I think the reason why they do lag, it's because it stops the person who's already broke getting the break again, because he can just deliberately just get a re-rack. So it cuts that element out.
I suppose it makes a bit of sense.
Yeah, eventually.
That was genius way of racking the balls that I've never seen them do. He just kind of threw them in there, did Craig? if you were that bothered, I'd do a replay, but it's not a fantastic topic. Oh yeah, I mean, no.
They're just having a discussion now to see how many ball re-rack is, but I do believe it's 9.
Neuf.
Yeah, spare me 1 second. That's a good break by Craig. Been a bit unfortunate there, not left anything easier.
Interesting comment there from referee Bailey.
Is that Brett, the ex-pool player?
To say that actually, it's Craig, when he wins the lag there, Craig could actually give the breakaway because it's unusual that somebody should pot a ball off a 9-ball rack. I can get a good view on camera too here.
I'll tell you what, that's a great pot. That's a very good pot.
Suffered with position here, but not a bad shot here might be to double the red nearest to black and bring the white back a bit. He's not going to leave him an easy yellow. It's a shot to nothing almost. And if he gets it,
he's gone for the double. Oh, it's a great double.
Yeah, it's well played. And,
tell you what, Craig deserves this. He's pulled off 2 fantastic pots. Just give it a nudge, and I think he's okay there.
yeah, I'll do him. You just see him ruffling his arm out there again, just making sure he potted the ball thin.
And I don't know how much of an angle it is, but you might want to play it not too hard, but the white goes the other side of the black for the black in the same bag as the red.
Yeah.
Depending on the angle, you don't want to hit this hard. On that close.
And it means that he can get his cue through the ball, because if he just tried to hold it by playing it straight, then it's quite a good chance in his current kind of cueing status. I don't want to take anything away from him. You know, he's a little bit nervous that he could double kiss the ball, but
because you see he's already edgy, so the last thing he wants to do is try and play a soft shot, because he'll either feather the white or he could double hit it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So he'd be better off just playing it and then take the black in the same bag if possible.
For comedic purposes, it would be good, but we don't want to do that. We want him to succeed.
Of course.
I could have told him he didn't go in that bag. Looking like a Barney Rubble.
I mean, he had quite a good angle there, so he could have just played it plain ball and come back for the black in the same bag. I think it's as if he's played that just in case he missed, sort of thing, because he wouldn't have left anything. He could have fluked this.
No, I think he went for the triple. When I said the double, I didn't think he actually went past the yellow. But he didn't hit it hard enough to get anywhere near it, really.
No. This is the longest frame of the match. It's very important as it's only best of 9.
It gives that a bit of a...
Yeah, he didn't look confident with that, did he,
No.
at all?
Bit of a wicking ching.
Yeah. just crunched that straight in. And
That was awful. I have to think of French chocolate bars now.
you've won. Le crunchy. That's 2-1 to Craig.
Okay, computer whiz kid.
Man of many talents. I can count as well. If Craig could break and dish it, it'll put Claude under some real pressure. There's been some good breakers this weekend. None by me. He's got a red in. He's got a chance to go 3-1 up here. Just needs to take his time, figure the route, and execute it.
Special.
Yes, you are.
When I put these on this morning, I thought they feel tighter than normal. I think it's my stomach. Got my little belly now.
Yeah, I feel for you, mate.
It's like John Daly in like Shrek with an eating disorder.
Yeah, I suppose.
Media coordinator.
That one does go into the middle. Yeah, as you can see, that goes to the middle. Hasn't really got to get close to the red. Just get it away from the yellow, just so we can cue it in. It's slightly bridging, but it shouldn't really cause too much of a problem.
It wouldn't do ordinarily, but he wants to flick a bit of left hand side on this as well, doesn't he? And, or you would be doing if you could get to the bottom of the cue ball.
Yeah.
And in doing so, because he's bridging, it means he's going to be swerving the ball. So you've got to judge that.
The thing is, he could actually just roll this in, head towards the black, and you'll have this red into the corner.
You'll be able to see what angle he's left with after he hits this.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to hit it hard. Just make sure the pot. Well, there's enough angle to go round the back of the black. It's a good shot.
Has he left himself anything though? I'm not sure he's on this one to the bottom left. No, he's shaking his head.
Yeah. Bit unlucky because he played that nice and positive there.
No, well, he seems to think he's on it.
He's shaking his head and then playing it. It's one thing I've never understood about full players. He could easily hit it.
Hit it toothache in fairness.
Yeah. So why he was shaking his head, I don't know.
Eternal pessimists. The
Very
pool
nice.
for eternity.
Yes.
For eternity is definitely the wrong word.
Because it was actually perfect on that red. Oh. Claude's gone a bit wayward here, but he's got away with that one.
There's Renzi playing against Jack on table number 13.
Another tough battle, but there's no easy games on the IPA tour. Whether it's amateur all professional. And then on table 14, two legends of the game, Ronan McCarthy and Pat Holtz.
That would have been a good one for the stream. I think that's is that a pro event? Is Pat? I'm not sure.
No, that's the Open.
Is it that tour?
Yeah, yeah. Pat's it's his first season on the tour.
I didn't know whether there was some kind of dispensation for 3PO, former 3PO members.
Not to my knowledge, but my knowledge is limited. Claude seems to be falling to pieces here in this frame. And it's not difficult shots he's missing, it's missed a couple of easy ones now. I think 2-1 down. Best of 9, I think, is feeling the pressure a little bit now.
That red being so far in the pocket makes this positional effort difficult, but if he can leave the white somewhere near where it is now, then he'll be happy.
Yeah.
He needed a bit more than that, but he's done it straight to the top left.
I think he's okay. I think he'll go into the yellow. I think he'll hit the right hand side of the yellow that's in the middle of the table. He'll come off the side cushion.
You think he'll take it to the left centre?
Yeah, he's got to now.
I think if he takes it to the left centre and at the left hand side of that yellow, he'll have to dig down if he wants to hit the yellow full in the face.
No, I'm not so sure. But it's difficult sitting behind a screen, to be fair. I think he's going top bag.
I thought he would.
I just found that shot a little bit strange because the pot was harder, because the positional side of it was harder as well.
Yeah. I think he felt like he wanted to keep Rory. I've got a...
Sorry, I have got a boring voice. Cheers, Dan.
I've got an annoying headache that is forcing me to yawn to try and release the tension and the pressure.
Claude's just going to roll off this yellow here, snooker. I think he's still got it, but it's not as tight as he'd want it to be.
So many jokes.
Have a sip of your drink, Dan.
Yeah.
That might help, mate.
We is Kevin. You can go and do some commentary, and then we can start manning that camera moving about for some part of me there was confused as to what happened, but just a foul from Craig, and Claude now really ought to finish these off. La Blanche.
I was thinking the same.
Avalanche. Craig has played this badly as Claude. If I was Claude now, he doesn't need to. He could, if he wanted to, he could just flick off the yellow
Yeah.
Put the yellow over the pocket, bring the white down this side of the table.
Yeah.
Just be happy with that.
I think he's just going to roll it and get the snooker behind the yellow. Yeah, I'm with you there, Dan. I'd have just glanced off it. Bring the white down here. He could have even hit the left-hand side of the yellow thinly and bring the white round off 2 cushions and try and get in behind the yellows. It's amazing what shots you see when you're on the table and what you see off it.
Yeah, makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've never missed a ball sitting down here.
I have a few, but
That's a good effort by Craig.
oh, another inch or 2 on that red, and it may have left it a little bit awkward.
I mean, this yellow isn't. It's off the cushion, so you'd expect him to get it. He's played that nicely. Ooh.
Again, a little bit forceful with the white. He settled well, pulled off a dirty in the first frame, and really we've not seen much of him since.
No. He just needs to compose himself because he is having chances, but it just needs to. Just not quite happening. Just having a look on table 13. Jack playing Ramsey. I mean, Jack looks like a different man since he moved up to Scotland. I mean, he can't stop smiling.
I've only seen Jack pull a genuine smile once, and that was when we were in Glasgow for the UK Open, and Claude snatched at it again, and I got some helium from one of the balloons. We did some commentary with some helium. Hilarious. Absolutely brilliant.
Have you got any now?
No, could do with some. That'd lighten the mood.
Unfortunately, this match isn't. It's not giving us a lot to get excited about, unfortunately.
Not up to yet, but it'll come.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a few frames for him to settle.
But there is only a few left as well. And as Craig just strikes the back home to make it 3-1. He seems to be the one that's settled the best, especially after that clearance in the first frame. Claude needs a big break here. He needs a breaking dish to get himself going again.
Another break that seems to present as many problems as it does solutions. Craig with something of a... He's not cued that the best, really. He's ended up stunning it with side rather than playing it with top and left.
That's left it rather Mark Pickworth short.
I have a friend Martin Crutchley, who comes and plays golf with me a lot. And then when you catch the ground before you catch the ball, you hit it. It's called hitting it fat. And obviously when you hit the ground first and the ball kind of just gets a load of mud on it, it only goes about, well, it loses probably 50% of its distance. So Crutch is about 5'8", and he's probably about the same wide. And I go, oh, Crutch, that was one of your shots, that was. What do you mean, short and fat?
Is he still a mate of yours?
Yeah, he is. He's a good lad. Because when I was a little less rounded, he used to say the same thing to me. If you thin a ball and it goes long, just like you, Dan, long and thin. Ask him when the last time he beat me was, and he gets a little less friendly though.
The old competitive edge.
Yes, he hasn't got it.
Are you competitive, Dan?
No.
I am. A bit too much, to be fair.
I'm not going to be competitive, because if I was, I'd be constantly disappointed. Because I've not got the personality to be not friendly with people. So I kind of get into if I lose a match, I'm as happy as if I've won it.
Yeah.
And I'm the same with the bloke, whoever I've played, if I beat him or lost it, so it make no difference
I
to me.
think it's nice to have the right balance between the two. You can be over competitive like I am. I mean, I was only playing football with my nephew the other week. I ended his career.
Crunched him.
Yeah. He deserved it as well. He thought he could get the ball. Little did he know.
Is he diving?
Yeah, he tried. My brother wasn't happy. It was his son.
I think the last match we had first to 6. I think it finished 6-4, did it 6-3, and that lasted an hour and 10 minutes. We're an hour into this one and with 4 frames down. But it's just that they don't seem to have gone right, does it? The breaks don't seem to have gone right.
It's definitely stopped the play. It's not as smooth as and people can't get going when you have dry breaks, or you get a ball in or not get a ball in and they don't open. There's not, either of you can't really do anything, and it just halts the game like this has done the past, well, since Claude's break and dish. It hasn't really flowed since.
It'll get going.
It's a good shot by Claude.
I think you need to improve your pronunciation of Claude.
Why?
Because he's French.
I'm not.
We're going to practice it.
Go on then.
Claude.
Claude.
Very good.
Thank
I
you.
thought you weren't French.
I'm not, mate, but you know, I can do out.
Have you done his surname?
No.
Go on, have a pop. I've noticed you've avoided it up to now.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. Say
Champeau.
shampoo.
Against conditioner Benstock. Yes, Claude Champeau. It is pronounced, not Champeau.
Claude Champeau.
Very good.
Alright.
Très bien.
Merci beaucoup.
On aurait dit que t'étais français.
Yeah, alright then. We're past the watershed yet.
That wasn't erotic.
I've just had a gentleman hand me his phone, expensive watch, and his wallet.
And some fags.
I wanted some fags. Oh, not his wallet, sorry. Obviously, I'm a human security box.
Well, oh no, don't change the time.
I don't know if this is an expensive watch. I'll find out and then...
Ouch. That was really loud. I nearly blew my head off.
I've now got chest pains. Cheers, Dan. I enjoyed that.
Oh, my head.
Oh dear. Something's just happened that I don't think I should talk about.
Are you alive?
Just. I'll soldier on, try and get through the match, and then ring 999.
Lie down for an hour or so.
The show must go on. What are you doing?
I was just trying to do the speaking. But it was music.
You lanky fool.
If I've broken anybody's speakers, I'm sorry.
I'm not a phone. You lanky fool.
Sorry then. That was the loudest noise in history. I feel my head exploded. I think Craig heard it.
That was a good yellow from Claude.
Yeah, he did well to squeeze that past the other one.
Yeah.
Again, though, positionally, this isn't that easy.
I think he's okay. It's a bit of a natural angle. He's just got to play it, and the yellow go in the opposite corner, past the red. So I don't think it's always like, oh, is it far too hard? But has he got away with it? Craig can get to this one, top left. Claude could find himself 4-1 down after that monster break and dish first frame. Incredible.
It's incroyable.
What?
Incredibile is the Italian.
What is it?
Yeah.
See what I mean? I can do Italian as well.
Multilinguist.
This is what happens.
Oh, that's violent.
That was a fantastic shot by Craig.
A lot of side on it.
Yeah.
You've got to cue this properly now. Don't try and force it, just cue through the ball nicely. No.
To be honest, that was pretty dreadful. He didn't clip the knuckle at all. This is if he fell out with it.
even Craig, you can see him in his corner thinking, oh, crying out loud, I did that on the TV.
Yeah.
Oh, Claude, that's not much better, but he's got away with it.
I tell you what, he's got away with that. Don't get me wrong, it's not a gimme, but that could have been a hell of a lot worse.
It could have been behind the black quite easily.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This lad's proper struggling now.
I think he's got to play this thinner than this.
Right. I'll tell you what, that's a fantastic cut. And that's 4-1 to Craig.
Somebody, Nick just tried to break and nearly killed Jack on the other table. That'll be a new tip for Nick. Don't break.
Who have we got on this table after Dan? Do we know? Ooh. Here we go. Thought the black was going in there.
I think Brett and
Brett Bailey, is it?
yeah, is he playing Jack?
No, I think it might be Scott Gillespie.
Scott Gillespie's playing Goobs, yeah. So Scott against Brett, that might be the next game on here.
Yeah. We'll see what we can do to get it changed, but but if not, we'll watch it. Hey?
There too, who you'd probably, if you were playing in like a early round amateur comp, that you might say to them, "Yo lads, can we give you head microphones? And
Yeah.
you commentate while you're playing."
Yeah.
They love that.
Like they do in the 2020 cricket.
Yeah. I was going to do an accent then. I thought, no, better not, because it would be racist. It was just impersonating one of the cricketers.
Which one? I don't think it's racist, Dan, to do an impression. As far as I'm aware.
Okay, I'll go with it then.
Good. I want to hear it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, it's just cricket. Jeffrey Boycott.
Yeah. How on earth can anyone take that as racist?
Yeah, I just wanted to be careful, I suppose.
No.
I do a real good Nasser Hussain.
Oh, go on then.
Well, hello there. Well, yeah. No, is that racist?
That wasn't even Nasser Hussain.
Well, you're not being fair, really.
Well, I am.
If I did a Mariah Muftaliferin, or whatever his name is, then all of a sudden I'm racist, but because Nasser Hussain's got a perfectly good English accent.
Anyway, moving on.
Okay. That's right, isn't it? Did Claude not cut that black in?
No, Craig did.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I did put it down as 4-1 initially.
No, I did. I did it as 4-1, and then
Alright,
you've just...
I've changed it back.
Not only did you not
Consult.
one off to Craig, you chucked one on for Claude. I think he'd be well chuffed.
Vive la Revolution. You want me to look at the replay?
Yeah, it's just a double check, mate. I don't want to be wrong.
I don't think you are, in fairness.
I don't, otherwise I wouldn't have said it.
Otherwise you wouldn't have asked me to check.
Yeah. Well, the chairman has just entered the building. He's a busy little bee this weekend.
He's got his hair cut.
I'm actually sharing a room with him this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Never again. He's actually a very good person to share a room with.
He's never in his room.
Correct.
He starts at 6 o'clock in the morning and comes to bed at 3 o'clock when everyone's gone to bed.
I tell you what, he's just looked at us as if to say, you two behave. As if like we wouldn't. Do you know what I mean?
You daft git, you don't pay me enough for me to behave.
Now, Kev. Now to worry about. Hey, does that rhyme? Now to worry about.
It did.
See what I mean? I can do anything.
Multitasking. Not your average bloke.
I'd like to think not.
Here's Claudie now.
I just cannot see where that last red's going to go. Unless he's thinking of just doubling it past the bottom left yellow into the bag there. But
he's going to take some shots to get on that now.
Or skill shot the black.
1 in a billion if he does that.
1 in a billion.
Well, probably not a billion. And there's nobody really going to try and test that theory.
I will.
I suppose you've only got to get 2 and then it disproves it, doesn't it? So yeah.
Correct.
Maybe though you're just lucky to get 2 on the trot and then I don't think you can disprove that theory.
Yeah, I suppose. I hear what you're saying, but I am quite good at skill shots.
Until you've done a billion, though.
Yeah. I've done 4 in one frame before.
Could just be luck, see.
You can't be lucky to do 4 skill shots in one frame.
Seen some lucky skill shot people I have.
No, not me, mate.
Craig. Excuse me, sorry, Craig's going to take this finish off now and it's going to be a disappointing result for Claude.
Well, I've just found out that I'm an uncle again, as we speak.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
When I saw that, I thought, oh, bloody hell. From father of 2, that means there's someone's dad writing in to complain that we're swearing. You looked at me so shocked, I thought, oh no, we're in trouble. Oh, well done. Craig.
Craig won, 5-1. Well done to him.
And well done to you, congratulations.
Cheers, Dan, thanks a lot.
You're going to be a